Finney-Smith taps it over to Schroeder. That's trying to push the pace here. Simmons blocking foul on Green. And Miller and Simmons, we might have something developing here. This has been brewing in the third quarter. And Miller continues to talk to Ben Simmons. Simmons walks the other way, continues to dribble the ball. On the Simmons jam, Miller took exception. They went face to face and exchanged words. The timeout was called, so that cooled things for a moment. Miller out of the timeout, scored on Simmons, had a little shove on Simmons at the end, and then the most recent interaction out at midcourt. So the Nets have gone to their bench. Charlotte remains on the floor. The officials huddle up. And that was what Miller was taking exception to. Don't do that.
The defensive foul. The play is under review for an altercation that does not dissolve.
So the call on the floor was a foul on Josh Green. Miller was pointing his arm in the other direction, indicating what he thought was an offensive foul.
There's just two guys who don't want to be touched by the other right now.
Yep. So this was after the dunk. And Simmons and Miller right there. Contact. Simmons kept talking. Miller turned around, faced him. And that's when Jason Goldenberg got in between them. There were no technicals given out on the initial call. They just whistled it dead and went to the monitor.
Okay, 1 second. Like a tech on Simmons. What about
So again, the call on the floor was blocking on Josh Green. And then the reaction from Miller is what drew the attention of Simmons. So it was a body bump, then it was a push from Miller.
After review, there will be dead ball technicals issued to Brooklyn's Simmons and Charlotte's Miller. Those penalties will offset. It'll be Brooklyn ball side out.
And Simmons just said, "What did I do?" So ultimately, it's a play on. But Simmons and Miller have been assessed technical fouls.
What did he say? You gotta have a reason why you can be assessed. We didn't say anything about what he said. We want to look at it.
So that's what the officials saw, the bump from Simmons and then the reaction from Miller. And the Nets are just going to have it on the side here with 8:08 to play in the third. 3-point lead. Nets were down by as many as 17. Charlotte came out.
Oh,
yep.
yes.
Man! Going high! Oh, man! Slam and technical. Trey Mann, big finish,
upstairs.
and then had something to say to Clowney. The officials caught it, so he'll get the 2 points. Nets can get 1 back. Jordy Fernandez incensed that the officials did not see the ball graze the rim on the reload, and Schroeder misses at the free throw line. He went around Clowney, who thought he was going to take the charge. Diabate's telling man, don't do that. Point game, 2 minutes left. Finney-Smith hands to Schroeder. Now Watford gets involved. Watford drives in. Watford is going to the line. Trey Mann
Took a beating.
ends up on his back.
This great resiliency. Oh, you see resilience. This 1-2. Oh, elbow to the chin.
And with 1:48 on the clock, the officials have gathered and are going to take a look at it. That is at their discretion. But a technical may have been called on Charlotte because there was chatter as the officials gathered.
The play is under review to see if there's anything unsporting-like.
So they're going to take a look at the move by Watford. The foul was called on Mann. Jason Goldenberg and the rest of the officials started walking away. Lee came over to them, and then a technical was called. So the Nets are going to get at least one free throw here. The question is, what's the call between Watford and Mann? Watford got the bucket and the foul. It was the swing of the elbow that drew Mann to the floor. So there's been a ton of this. James Williams, Jason Goldenberg with the headsets on. Nets are currently up by 3 with 1:48 to go. So this is what they're looking at right now in Secaucus, New Jersey at the replay center. Seeing multiple angles here for these guys. And was there continuation for Watford, who got the bucket to count off the initial contact? So there's a lot to unpack here.
So I guess the question also is there was initial foul early on Mann, right?
So they got a bump there,
right,
and then the continuation with the elbow. So the basket may not count because the contact came before the shooting motion, or the elbow negates it. And they still have not announced a technical call on Charlotte, although Jason Goldenberg motioned that way as Charles Lee came out to talk to them. Here's James Williams.
Following the review, the defender never establishes a legal guarding position in the dribbler's path. Therefore, it is a blocking foul. Following that, on the continuation, the offensive player rips through and makes illegal contact with his left elbow to the defender's face. That is going to be a dead ball technical foul on Brooklyn. Because this is considered an illegal continuation, we will shoot 2 shots. The basket does not count because of the illegal continuation. They will shoot 2 shots after the technical foul.
So Trey Mann is having a chat with Trendon Watford.
In addition, during the dead ball period after we went to review, Charlotte's head coach Charles Lee received a technical foul. That technical foul offsets Brooklyn's technical foul. We will shoot 2 shots for Brooklyn.
Okay, so the technicals are now offsetting because of the Watford contact. That's the technical on him, the technical on Lee, but 2 free throws for Watford. So the Nets lead by 1.
Free throw shooting and worked their way back to the middle of the pack, but tonight it's not been good. 10 of 17.
Don't overhelp with Westbrook and Santi Aldama, allowing Westbrook to pass.
And Westbrook sneaks inside. 7 for Westbrook. Technical foul on Westbrook.
I don't like those texts, Brian.
Yeah, a taunting tech because you looked at a guy.
I mean, that's basketball. He didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Luka was able to knock down that free throw to give the Grizzlies that pretty much sums it up there for this night for the Grizzlies. 19 turnovers for the Grizzlies, 22 points.
And we got an offensive foul on the Grizzlies. It's on Jaren. It's his fourth.
You see there, just Brown doing a good job playing the passing lane. Comes up with the steal and the easy finish.
Aldama and Watson both hit with technical fouls.
His turnover numbers were eventually going to catch up.
Difference is 5 seconds. Shot clock, game clock. Luka on the drive. It's stolen. Numbers right now. Will the Pelicans hold for the last or try to score in a 3-on-1?
Oh. An attack on Luka.
Which is his fourth technical foul of the year. And it looked like Kyrie was about to thwart a 3-on-1 fast break, but they call a foul on him and a technical on Luka. So there's the foul.
Yeah, foul for sure. Got that wrist.
Murphy hasn't missed tonight nor all season. 11 of 11 on free throws. On the right side of the screen, you see Luka.
Yeah, and he had been barking since he lost the ball. He thought he got fouled there on the offensive end. He'd been barking the whole time.
Backups for the Cavs get plenty of time. Blocked away. Trey on top of the ball. The Trey Porter attempt. Kane goes to the free throw line. It's a deep discussion. 47.5 seconds left in the third. As Jamal Kane.
So I can't tell if it's his friend. No, it's obviously not friendly fire.
Not
because the official just stepped in.
Right. Kane gets the roll. And Niang's big guy. He's a linebacker is what he is. Up against Kane.
You can see this coming. You can see this coming.
Right.
We saw this coming last time. You can see this coming down the
free throw line.
Right. And it's on the officials right there. So when that ball goes through, the first thing, if you go back to that free throw, when that ball goes through, Jamal Kane runs straight at George Niang.
Gave him a body.
Right. You have to be able to see this stuff coming in advance. And what's going to happen, they're going to go over and it's going to be a long review for what? For what?
Do you mind if I go to the concession stand?
Shoot, here in Cleveland, it's going to take you an hour and a half to get back.
But I promise I'll get that cotton candy you like. Come on. You have to admit you like the cotton candy in this building.
You can see it. Now watch Jamal Kane. He's going to go run straight to him.
Yeah, you got it.
Look, remember, they were just talking right here. So this is where it starts. And now they're running right next to each other down. I'm watching this coming down the floor.
And then when Niang gets the ball, he's going to body him up again.
Right. This was coming. This was a gift. You can see it right here. He pushes him right off the
screen. So George shoots. Iowa State Cyclone. Not bad for second round pick in 2016. Double figures 3 of the last 4. Yeah. Niang will have none of that.
No, the offensive rebounds, the defense, and you see the ball movement starting to come along.
Turner to T.J. McConnell, who's been a terrific backup guard his entire career. Amen got the block, but there was a foul there, and it's going to be on Tari Eason. So you have Miles Turner telling the free throw line. Oh, so we just got a technical foul on Tari Eason. So didn't like the call and voiced his displeasure. Apparently crossed that line and just got teed up.
Yeah, you don't see too much of that from Tari. Tari will tell you, man, I'm trying to save my money. I'm not trying to give anything away. And you love how quickly he self-corrects. We had Tari mic'd up last time. If this was the last time he's mic'd up, we'd know, on what he would have said.
I thought I read his lips and said, "How was it me?" I think that's what I read.
Yeah,
I'm not a very good
foul
reader.
trouble, and every time he goes, man, those are easy layups. And my goodness, what a left hand.
Knocked away by Jalen. 2-on-1 Houston. Brooks to Smith.
There you go. That's the Rockets' best offense.
Oh, my goodness. Rick Carlisle is absolutely fuming that the consistency of the whistle tonight has not been great.
He's got to be careful.
He just got teed up. I think both teams are a bit
he's gonna get kicked.
Look at that move by Jalen Green leading to the dunk by Şengün, and then the spin and score. Rockets back up 9.
But Jalen Green using his speed to get where he wants on the floor, and wow, rare miss. What's going on with the Rockets in these extra free throw opportunities?
Rockets 11-15 line. Rick Carlisle still unhappy, and again, both teams have been very frustrated.
I played for Rick, and I wouldn't be surprised if Rick
A lot more movement on the offensive end, especially in the half-court sets, than it was in yesterday's game.
Bain contested 3, bango!
I saw the gesture afterwards. I saw the gesture afterwards, partner.
And Caleb Martin did not appreciate Desmond Bain doing that. JT Orr diffuses it.
This is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for both. I've been waiting for this Desmond Bain here to get back into the Grizzlies' flow again.
And JT Orr with double techs. Grizzlies their largest lead of the game. And you had to expect that Philadelphia would come out with a fair amount of fire, given a 2-11 record where the expectations in Philadelphia were essentially championship or bust.
Start for this Knicks team. And Thibodeau, there's another steal. I mean, here's going to be another fast break point. This guy.
Sims skies to the rim.
Yeah, you're down. You can't climb out of a hole and turning it over. And the thing is the Knicks in the half court, again, they're already elite, Dave, in the half court. Don't give them easy transition points. And the Suns, without Durant and Beal, they're going to struggle to get points. They haven't scored over 100 points in their last couple games. And one clear way to dig yourself in a deep hole is turning the ball over.
So a technical foul has been called on the Knicks. You can see Tom Thibodeau was thrilled about that.
Yeah, he's happy. He looks pretty happy.
So the Knicks bench came onto the court, and that's why the technical was called. So Booker hits the free throw. Gets it quickly ahead to Okogie. He'll attack Brunson, who stepped out of the way. Okogie missed the first time, and that's going to be a traveling violation. He caught his own shot. Well, that's twice really 3 times now, the Suns have had golden opportunities to get an easy basket in transition and come away with nothing.
And that's the difference between being down 20 and maybe 12. And in a game like this, it's those little things.
And you could read the lips of Mike Budenholzer and understand why he just got a technical foul. Fennessy Ransom, the official, just teed up Bud.
Yeah, I think he thought there was contact by Brunson there, but.
So Brunson will shoot the technical.
Yeah, it didn't look like it live, but yeah, maybe he got, I see where Budenholzer's coming from. He got his arm in there.
It did look like Brunson committed a foul.
When you're down 20, those things hurt even more.
Plenty time for Detroit to get up a good look. No damage done. And Tijan wasn't happy with Fontecchio at all. I don't know what Fontecchio did, but that's an international incident right there. Tijan was not happy one bit. But the Hornets should be happy. They lead by 6. Hornets leading by a half dozen. Second consecutive game that the Hornets have had an impression in the first quarter. Can they keep it up this time? Back in a moment. tough news. Hornets lead by 6. But Tijon Solon just got called for a technical foul for reacting after clearly getting pushed in the back by Fontecchio.
Yeah, look like Fontecchio didn't like the box out, and Tijon's in the air. Come on now. Yeah. Could have easily lost his footing. That's a push while guys in the air. And they get the second guy.
RJ. Here's Scotty the three. Good, and Barnes. Technical on Scotty Barnes. And Scotty, his reaction, it was all of his reaction, the gesture after making the three. And the official interpreted that, Jason Goldenberg, that may have been directed toward a Timberwolf player or bench after the dunk at the other side is what we're piecing together. And Darko just looked at Scotty and just said, hey.
Jazz do not need another injury. He's back up. Collier and a foul. Are they going to call a jump?
They're going to tee Isaiah Collier up. They'll give him the foul, but they're going to tee him up as well. And the more important thing right now is Kyle Filipowski. What looked like an ankle.
Well, it also looks like he broke through those compression pants on the knee. But yeah, looking at the lower right leg. Oh, little turn. You saw that. Keldon Johnson, he caps it. And a technical foul for pulling on the rim. Markkanen will take the technical free throw.
We talked about finishing the quarter. They could go up for their largest margin if they score right here, and they can't. But AD does. I was going to say AD do the plumbing commercial, but he put it right up and he put it in.
I tell you, the officials this year are really letting a little bit more contact go for both teams.
Wagner, back and forth he goes, doing a little dance. He loses Reeves, can't score, gets his own rebound. That's on the floor.
This is incredible. Technical foul, Austin Reeves. So there'll be 3 free throws coming here. First one will...
Brown around the Pritchard screen. Nice cross on Kuzma. Waits, takes the bump. No call, missed the bucket too. 5-on-4 for the Wiz. Kuzma cashes out.
He's so good on those transition pull-up threes. Withers right now, man, playing shot for shot.
Joe Mazzulla's all over Ed Malloy.
Oh,
he
man.
got teed up.
Teed up. Sam Cassell holding him back.
Brown got hit on the other end. And no whistle. And Malloy saying no timeout, a technical foul given to Joe Mazzulla.
Time Jordan Poole sprinted up there.
Joe still hot. Tony Dobbins holding him back. And Jordan Poole says, I'm going to take this technical free throw. Kuzma almost airballed one earlier.
Oh, Poole missed.
90% foul shooter, Jordan Poole. I think Joe was just talking to Bub Carrington.
He's about that life, man.
Ingram, push baseline, sings it across. Murphy gets met midair, no call. The follow is good from Robinson Earl. And do we have a technical?
That is definitely a technical. Willie Green is upset, and rightfully so.
There's a difference between the meeting of verticality and them being there and going straight up and down. Willie Green's been frustrated multiple times about that. And look, if you're a coach and your team is shorthanded and you feel like your guys are giving the effort, a lot of this is a coach showing that he is in this fight for you and with you.
All right, Richard, let's examine the no call. After we examine Willie Green's reaction, Willie Green very upset. I mean, his team is scrapping for wins right now.
Yeah, and he got a technical from Kevin Scott. It wasn't even his call. See, I feel like he's still coming. Now, while he might have maintained verticality, he's coming forward in that space. He's not there and meets them. Not saying that the
desperation heave here for the Pacers. It'll be a foul call.
Dame getting the tech. Just kind of getting his money's worth on the way out. Said, I wanted you to call, in maybe a few different words, I wanted you to call that foul, is what he said. The nasty courtside, taking it all in. He didn't want to make sure he didn't have to chase anybody down the hallway this time to get a 64-point game ball, but he's here if you need him. He will.
5:43. Jalen Johnson has 8 rebounds so far in this game.
You know, we were talking earlier about his rebounding and how good it is. Now we got a whistle and a technical foul on Quinn Snyder as another foul was missed right in front of the head coach. And now Quinn's letting JT Orr have it. Robert Hussey called the technical, and Kobe White's going to shoot the tee. But there have been several occasions where, as you mentioned, they have gotten a little handsy.
Well,
and nothing
I'm going to tell you, Trey has got bumped out front several times and no call. A lot of holding going on by the Chicago Bulls.
But now he has something to say to Bill Kennedy, and Bill's
truly shooting the ball really well.
James Harden, one-on-one bag, and let's see who they call a foul on. They're going to call it on DeRozan, and he can't believe it.
If you're Kobe Johnson,
that's his second.
Right there, you immediately raise your hand. That's part of your job as a guy in the second unit. Trust me, I know full well about it. See if you can't trick him into
we got a tech
calling
here
on you.
And we got a technical foul just called.
I think the issue with DeMar is he felt like he got fouled on that possession where he turned the ball over and Harden stripped him. And so he has some words. And listen, you very rarely see DeMar DeRozan have any kind of reaction. So it makes me wonder what really happened on that last possession where he had the turnover, because I think this is a combination of frustration from the play before and not feeling like that rose to the level of a personal foul.
Sean Corbin, 30th year official with the call. As you see DeRozan right here. Hey, Kings fans, you can earn
back
big.
to him. Down low to Şengün. Good job by Şengün to get to the ball. Steps into the lane, gets turned back, finds Smith in the corner, has to over Grant. No good. Brooks the offensive rebound. And now he and Sharp have to be separated. And now he and Simons have to be separated. Şengün and Smith also mixing it up with Grant and Kamara. It's on.
Well, you normally don't get the fire in the second half, and man, that was a grown man rebound from Dylan Brooks. Looked like I didn't think there's any punches thrown or elbows, just some trash talk. The referee's going to take time to sort this thing out. So let him play
Now,
through
in
it.
and amongst all of that commotion, was there a foul there on Sharp?
There had to be a foul. I mean, Dylan Brooks goes up, and I mean, that's a monster rebound. We talked about him hitting the glass. Now, maybe there may be a technical for Simons, who comes over later in the play and kind of incites, but there are no blows, no pushes.
Is a loose ball foul against number 17 on Portland. This play is now under review to see if there's any actions during the altercation.
All right, so there was a foul called in that altercation, that kerfuffle. And now they'll see if there's going to be any additional penalties because of what transpired after that huge rebound by Dylan Brooks.
Okay, so we're going to see Dylan Brooks get in there, Craig, and a bit of a tie-up. Those two stand each other up, and now everyone separates, but Simons goes in there. We'll get a better view here. Man, that's an excellent rebound. That's normal, happens all the time. Referees jump in, no harm, no foul. But watch Simons come back around and initiates with Brooks. That may be a technical right there, or maybe offsetting technicals between those two at the most, I'd assume.
Yeah,
Look at that rebound,
well, I
man.
am speculating and guessing here, but I think ultimately it might be 1T for Brooks, 1T for Simons, and
play on. You don't want to do something that could affect the game here. And again, no punches were thrown, nothing but some trash talk and some stares.
That initial sequence there didn't warrant anything, but it was what transpired after those two ended up getting separated.
How about Dylan Brooks in this fourth quarter, man? How huge has he been? And Rockets didn't have anything. But it's Simons who comes out of nowhere. Keep in mind, Dylan Brooks had been shadowing Simons the last two games.
Impressive wins at that. Beat Atlanta, got beat in Oklahoma City before heading here, and this is the third game of a 5-game road trip.
But again, Craig, watch this. So this is the initial, kind of dust up here, whatever, play on. There's some trash talk. It's the fourth quarter. But as Dylan Brooks is walking away, look at Simons come in and initiate contact with Brooks. No punches thrown, but, grab your own teammate. You grab your guys, we'll grab our guys. And you can imagine some frustration that definitely set in. And look at Big Square and David and Kelly breaking this thing up right away.
So we'll figure out what the ultimate penalties, if any, are after the review. And here's Courtney Kirkland.
After review, two players that were involved in the altercation were Simons for Portland and Brooks for Houston. Those two will receive a technical foul. Those technical fouls offset. Play will resume with a 1 plus the penalty. Brooks will be shooting 2 free throws.
All right, because that foul on Sharp put the Blazers over the limit. So basically everything that we thought would happen ultimately did happen after review.
Yeah, and you don't want, a technical to happen and it be a 1-point game, and I thought that was the right call.
It's remaining. So Dylan Brooks picked up full court. Van Vliet by Kamara, trying to draw the foul. Threw up a wild shot that had no chance of going in. Ahead to Sharp, got hacked by Thompson. I cannot believe that just happened. 4.3 to go. And it'll be Shaden Sharp at the free throw line.
It's a play that we see Fred make a lot of times and felt the contact, went into his shot, and referees didn't deem it enough to call the foul, but the contact was absolutely there. So let's see this play. He sees the advantage. There's the bump, and that's a shot that Fred gets a lot of. The referees did not feel like that was enough for free throws.
And Rockets using their last timeout, but they're down by 5.
Not your friend.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. That will not get it done. And Portland bouncing back after getting blown out last night. They're going to get this win. Now, Fred Van Vliet was just thrown out of the game.
Fred has got to be careful. Hopefully he didn't make contact with the referee.
Yeah, that's not good.
He was frustrated. Rockets really hadn't hit a shot in He did get contact on that last play and went to throw it up, and the referees did not make that call. And offensive foul there. That was insult to injury.
Wearing Doc out. Look at him. He's got Doc fatigue.
That's right. Here's Miller. Got bodies flying. Grant Williams is on the deck. It's Prince's second. Less than a minute to play here in this first half. Another whistle. Again on Prince. His third.
Well, they're doing a good job trying to run Brandon Miller almost, not Torian Prince, Tayshaun Prince style off of screens where he just hard runs the court. But now we've got Torian Prince. They're just so close, those names.
Down the set the screen for Dame. And Dame off his own miss. Head back to the free throw line. We got what, a delay of game? Or maybe, no, we got a technical foul on the Bucks bench.
And Prince did just go to the bench. I'm not positive if it was him, but obviously not thrilled with the foul calls that were just called on him. He's sitting over there. Looked like he's kind of signaling at him, and Prince might not be thrilled. Might have said a few things.
Runs a little ghost screen action, gets it back. Lost the handle, and Brooklyn on the run. That's the 5th turnover of the game for Sacramento. Cam Thomas off the window.
And he just got teed up right there. Felt he got fouled, and his response after the bucket was exuberant.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a good way. A little too demonstrative. Off the turnover by Lyles, the 5th of the game for Sacramento. You know, the Kings actually have, I believe, the top transition defense in the NBA, but unable to show it on that occasion.
Well, it's difficult with the way that they've been putting themselves in a situation recently, turning the ball over as much as they have. It puts a lot of strain on your transition defense, and that is tough to be able to recover from.
Yes. So Cam Thomas hit with a technical foul. And great anticipation. Jones raising up. Missed it over Simmons. No foul called. And here come Brooklyn the other way. Into the corner. Clowney.
That is just a brutal swing right there. Great defensive play, and Mike Brown's
going to get a tee. He was right in the official's face. He was right in Scott Twardoski's face.
I mean, he felt that Colby Jones got taken out. This is a dangerous play, too. You've got a player fully elevated. He's in the air, and then you have contact to the body. And this is the reaction. And
Mike was making a point.
Absolutely.
You go hear me. That's what he was saying.
Sometimes.
Brandon and LaMelo have combined for 36 of the Hornets' 52. Got any travel? Nope. We play on. Last touched by Green. Wow. And a technical foul on number 10, Josh Green.
Let's see, picked it up 1, 2.
I think he's just guilty of looking off.
It just looked, yeah, a little quirky.
Caldwell Pope had his perfect streak at the line end earlier today. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. The wheels have fallen off. He had not missed a free throw all season long. Was a perfect 23 for 23.
Out Banchero was off to a horrid start. I mean, he was balling. He goes out, he retooled. Bronze is the guy. They're winning games on their defensive end.
Beautiful. Left-handed shot by LaMelo. LaMelo's now got 44. 15 of his 44 coming in the fourth quarter. So LaMelo in the last 2 games with 94 points. And a technical on Caldwell Pope. So the Hornets with life. Good golly. Technical foul with 31 seconds remaining.
Shoot him after the timeout, but he was clearly upset. He couldn't get that ball in. He thought LaMelo was holding his teammate.
So the Pope upset.
He thought LaMelo was holding him.
He was.
He was.
Yeah, it was. LaMelo's kind of got to get that out of his bag of tricks.
Took a quick timeout before I get any more out of hand. Reliable Jakob Poeltl has it. Drops it to Scotty Barnes. As Barnes wheels to the foul line. We get a personal and a tech on Malik Beasley.
Yeah, all on Malik.
Is that a respect for the game, tech?
I think it probably was. Here he's going to get called for a foul that he doesn't agree with. You can see the bump right there. And then watch this. Boom, takes that ball away from Barnes and sort of gets double whammy. The worst part of that now is he's got to be careful the rest of the game.
Exactly.
So best way to solve it is put a double tech in there and send him to the jump circle. With double personal. Might be two more doubles. Double techs. See, I wasn't wrong. There's your double techs. The other two were double personals. There they are, Boucher and Holland.
Boucher did start it. On the jump, a grab of the arm called by Mark Davis on Isaiah Stewart. This all started with that double stuff in the paint, slowed the basketball game down, got it into the muck. Can we just play?
Yeah, you see who rapped first. It was Poeltl. Poeltl got away with it. If the Pistons do win this game, it will be a study in perseverance for sure. Because they haven't had many breaks go their way.
You got to take a look. Mark Davis says, I know, but you got to get back to J.B. Bickerstaff.
See, the only problem is the Pistons don't have any challenge.
Our fourth team foul on the home team, so no free throws.
Well, one is coming. It's going to be a tech.
Did they get JB for one? Boucher makes it. Yep, Mark Davis teed him up. He used to be one of the quickest techs in the league, Mark Davis, when he first started.
It's not a three for the Celtics. Coffee attacks, blocked from behind. We talk a lot about the three. Make no mistake, the Celtics, an elite defensive team. Count it at a foul for Tatum.
Well, it doesn't look like Tatum is not getting the benefit of the doubt here. The forearm or the shoulder dislodged right there. That's offensive foul. But you're in Boston, not getting the call. Leading candidate for MVP, get those calls sometime. And then it was a disgruntled Derrick Jones Jr. talking to the officiating crew with a lot of he has a legitimate point as to why. But he picked up the tech.
Both he and Harden campaigning very hard.
The way they could be.
Milton, 5 to shoot, going one-on-one, can't serve it in. Williams gets denied. It'll stay here with Brooklyn.
And the thing that you could look at is you see here Zaire Williams just snatches this over the top of Waters, but Pajemski comes from behind. Got hit off that play. And not so much by Pajemski looked like all ball, but I think Waters got him early on. But nonetheless, this Warriors team isn't super imposing with size. They've got bigs that can stretch the floor and or do a good job in the versatility that they bring. And I think
Technical foul on Jordy, because Jordy Fernandez was trying to say Shake Milton got hit on the head. We saw Shake upset after he didn't get a call. Waters hits the free throw. And Jordy Fernandez gets hit with the tee, so
Up with
1
it for the
point
Thunder. Mitchell on the move. Murray on SGA right now. Good block by Fox. And that's going to be a loose ball foul against De'Aaron. That's against Fox. De'Aaron has been very vociferous
Very
with the ref.
frustrated, absolutely.
And there
right
he
now.
earned a technical foul. A little bit too loquacious that time, saying a little bit too much. Here's another look at the foul. He got the deflection and
the frustration is coming from the fact that I mentioned it kind of at the end of the third quarter. You've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander that is right now just attempted his 8th free throw. De'Aaron Fox has attempted 2 in 32 minutes of action. And it has been a physical game, and he is still barking